Palmer just lit into Dell like some kind of crazed bull.
The boy deserved it.
Nobody deserves to be treated or talked to like that. You went out of your way to degrade him, and I want to know why. Why can't Dell be my friend?
Well, this ought to be good. Go ahead, tell her, head cluck. Why can't Dell be her friend?
I'm not the only one who doesn't trust Mr. Henry.
Well, yours are the only sour words I've ever heard about the man.
Well, if you'd like to have some more, why don't you talk to your fiancé? Tad doesn't trust him any more than I do.
Excuse me.
What's wrong? How can I help you?
Could you tell me if this is where Tad Martin works?
Well, Mr. Martin divides his time between here and the vineyards in Napa Valley. He can't make one from behind a desk, you know.
Is that a fact?
Sure, ask anyone that's ever savored one of his full-bodied Chardonnays.
I really need to speak with Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin's very busy. I can take your name and number.
I need you to do me a favor. I want you to follow the figures we got on East Coast shipping, years from 92, 93. What the hell are you doing here?
I need to square a couple of things with you. About Dixie?
You are really reaching on this one, Uncle Palmer. Tad doesn't even know Dell.
You're badly misinformed.
Well, even if he did, and he didn't like him, I would know about it. We share everything.
Apparently not. Well, maybe he didn't want to worry him.
And why should I be worried?
Tad caught Dell asking a lot of questions about the family and about you. He was particularly interested in a photograph.
Well, there is that picture that I got of you and Tad up at the shack. I'm afraid that part is true.
Yeah, Tad asked me to keep a close eye out on Mr. Henry.
But so it's just some Roger's curiosity. I mean, so he's a little too nosy.
He calls me regularly to make sure that Dell is keeping his distance from you.
He's so ridiculous. I've bumped into Dell a couple of times by accident.
Yeah, ever since that mess with Ted Orsini, Tad doesn't want to take any chances. You know, I don't blame him. This is the first time we've ever agreed on anything, so you can see how suspicious we are of him.
Well, if Dad is getting his Dell updates from you, no wonder he's suspicious. The head cluck here seems to be a mite jealous over the new rooster in the shack.
Jealousy? Is that what all this is about?
The man is taking an unnatural interest in both of you. If your female egos are too buttered up by his down-home flattery to see it, then I've got to step in and protect both your interests.
I don't believe I'm hearing this.
Well, believe it.
Goodbye, Uncle Palmer.
You've got to listen to me this time, Dixie. You do.
I said never again, and I
Don't slam
meant
that
it.
door.
Jane, when Stella gets back upstairs, would you do me a favor and have her hold my calls?
Will do.
Come on in.
Wow.
Go ahead and have a seat.
This is a very nice place you have here.
Yeah. Listen, let's do ourselves a favor and just cut right to the chase, okay? So why don't you tell me just exactly what it is that you want from Dixie?
Well, I don't want anything from her. I would like to continue being her friend.
Continue being her friend? I wasn't even aware that you knew her.
Well, I haven't for very long. I'm new in town, but we just kind of bumped into each other a couple of times, and, you know, she's real friendly.
Yeah, she is that.
And I didn't have any friends here, but, you know, everybody needs friends, and she just kind of fit the bill.
Well, come to think of it, she did say something about meeting a new friend. Kind of funny, though, don't you think, that it should turn out to be the same guy that I catch snooping around her house one night and then asking all kinds of personal questions about her at the chicken shack the very next day?
Yeah, look, I'm sorry about that. I mean, me and you didn't get off to a very good start there.
Oh, you could say that.
It's the same thing with me and Mr. Cortland. I mean, we've been like water and chicken fat since I first started working for the man. I really wish there was a way that we could get over this rocky start, you know? And we could straighten things out for Dixie's sake.
Listen, Mr. Henry, let me just ask you a simple question. This town is chock full of nice people. Why did you choose Dixie to focus on?
I didn't. It's like I said, we just kept bumping into each other. Like this morning. She invited me to have dinner with you and the
Wait a
family
minute.
tonight.
Hold on.
I'm really looking forward to meeting Junior.
I said hold on. Now, I was with Dixie this morning. All morning, you know what I mean? Tell you the truth, I just left her not too long ago at the Cortland Estate planning our wedding. Now, you say you bumped into her just, where was that?
Well, probably where you just left her.
So you just happened to be wandering around a private estate this morning?
No, I wasn't wondering.
Then what'd you do, follow her?
No, I was looking for Mr. Cortland.
And you naturally assumed that he would be in the garden down by the gazebo.
I mean, I work for the man. Shucks, I'll never know where that old warhorse will end up. If you've got a problem with that, sir,
I'll tell
then I
you
don't...
exactly what I got a problem with. I got a problem with sugar-coated strangers who use words like shucks.
Hi, I'm Jane Cox. We met the other day.
Pat in the office?
Yes, he's here, but he's in a meeting.
Well, I guess that's good for both of us. So why don't you just cut out the Texas two-step and tell me what the hell it is you want?
Tad, Martin, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Jane, would you show Mr. Henry the way out, please?
What's going on here?
I was just leaving.
After you.
Del, what did Tad say to you? Tad?
This isn't Tad's fault. I'm the one who barged in here to see him.
That's right. He did.
It's the wrong time, wrong place. I should have known better. I'm sorry, sir.
Don't you apologize. This is not your fault. I understand the two of you have met before,
Then you've obviously been talking to Palmer.
and it's a good thing I did, since you didn't mention anything.
Wasn't important.
Look, I'll be going. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Again, I'm very sorry.
It's okay. I'll talk to you later, Del.
Okay.
Why did you have to say that?
What? I'll talk to you later?
Yes! What is wrong with you? You don't know anything about this guy.
I thought things were different now. But I guess not. Tad, if you think that you can run my life and pick my friends, you can think again. So let me get this straight. Del saw a picture of me and you at the chicken shack. He asked Opal some questions about it. That's his big sin. That's what's got you all upset.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Well, Lord, have mercy on us. What shall we do?
Come on, Dixie, don't start
There's not
now.
a minute to lose.
What are you doing? Who are you calling?
Oh, the police? No. Maybe I should call the FBI. We have a serial question asker right here in Pine Valley. We have to stop him before he asks again.
Hardy har. This is not humorous, okay? I'm dead serious about this.
Well, so am I.
What makes you think it's not going to start all over again?
Hey!
Just hear me out, okay?
I'm all ears.
Think about it. What kind of guy, Dix? What kind of guy just doesn't walk up to you, extend his hand, introduce himself, and take his chances, huh? What kind of guy has to snoop around town doing covert research on somebody else, huh?
I don't know, Ted. What kind of guy does that?
A sneaky guy. That's what kind of guy does something like that.
Uh-huh. And who should know better than you? Uncle Palmer does pop it to mind, since the two of you have sneakily joined forces to protect poor little old me from big, bad, curious Dad.
Come on, Dixie. He just sat in that chair not 5 minutes ago and practically admitted to following you over to Cortland Manor this morning.
Heavens, no! Who shall
Would
save
you knock
me?
it off? It's not funny. I'm not laughing at this.
No? Well, you should be. Okay, all right, now, what do you think we should do to remedy this horrifying situation?
It's simple. You sit down with this chump, look him square in the eyes, and tell him in no uncertain terms to buzz off and stay the hell out of your life.
Oh. Well, I guess so. I mean, I don't have to be friends with Del.
Come on, Dix, don't do that. You got plenty of friends. Everybody in town loves you.
Oh, right, but just to be on the safe side, maybe I should just dump all of them, too. Oh, and then there's Junior. You know, maybe I should put him up for adoption since he asks tons of questions. Maybe I should tape all the windows shut and lock all the doors and tie myself to the table leg till you get home every evening.
I take it this little burst of sarcasm means you have no intention of telling him to buzz off. Stay out of your life. That you fully intend, not knowing a thing about him, to see him again.
Damn straight it does.
Oh, sure, I understand why you're angry. I mean, God forbid I should try to protect you, my once and future wife. I mean, there ought to be a law against something like that.
If I wanted protection, I would have married a cop.
Which, if you stop to think about it, is not such a bad idea. Because let's face it, Dix, you haven't got the best track record when it comes to picking buddies. I mean, to be perfectly honest, none of them exactly turned out to be wonderful human beings.
That's not
Recently,
fair.
there was Ted Orsini.
Let's not
And
trade
who
him
can
into the...
forget that paragon of human virtue, Billy Clyde Tuggle, huh? I mean, face it, Dix. If the guy's out there, he's psychotic and he's got a face like a puppy and ends up anywhere within 300 miles of Pine Valley, somehow magically he ends up on your doorstep. Here she is, folks, Dixie Cooney, the human walking sickie magnet. Well, you'll have to forgive me if I prefer to sit this one out with Bill Henry.
I have made some mistakes, yes. But I think that I'm a better judge of character than I used to be. You don't think I have a brain in my head, do you?
That's not it. I love your head. There's nothing wrong with your head. There never has been. It's your heart. And the fact that guys like this tend to take advantage.
Del Henry is nothing like Billy Clyde Tuggle.
How do you know? Dixie, I promise you, sweetheart, listen to me. I got instincts. I know I got instincts. This guy is trouble. He's got to be. Trust me.
You and Uncle Palmer are just the same. You think that everybody else is guilty until proven innocent. Will you tell me, what was he doing here in your office today?
I don't know. We came here mumbling something about offering friendship. Friends.
And?
What do you mean, and? I turned him down.
Oh, great. A perfectly gentle man you reject. A man who's never done anything but help me.
Help you? How has he helped you?
He helped me write and finish my essay, my application essay for PVU.
I was supposed to do that.
I asked you to help, but you said you didn't want to.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't, because I had to work. I was busy.
And because you don't know how to write, and Del does.
Oh, yeah, sure. According to Del, as far as we know, the only thing he's ever written is his name on the back of Palmer Gordon's paycheck.
I don't even know why I'm arguing with you.
Neither do I. I've given up.
I wish you would.
I mean, heaven forbid I should get something like gratitude from your attitude.
You can take your gratitude and hide it where nobody's going to find it.
Tom?
Just a question. Do you post bills on the 1st or the 15th of every month?
First of the month.
Thanks. Are you all right?
Me? Oh, man, I'm at the top of the world. Why?
That Mr. Henry, isn't it? Just for the record, when I showed him the door, I told him to leave you and your fiancé alone.
Well, it's nice to know that even though we just met, I had the good sense to hire a loyal employee.
Well, when people are kind and considerate to me the way you are, I'm sensitive to their needs, very sensitive.
You know, Jane, I can't help sitting here thinking I just put my foot in my mouth with Dixie about, this guy, Del Henry. I mean, maybe she is right. She's got the right to choose her own friends, and, she's a bright woman. She's got good taste. I mean, maybe he's a good guy. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't worry about it. When people are really in love, there's always a second chance to straighten things out.
Hey, Jane, you got a minute?
Yes?
I've been thinking about it, and I think you're right. The thing you said about people in love being able to work it out.
What can I tell you? I have a sixth sense when it comes to affairs of the heart.
Oh, yeah? Listen, would you do me a favor?
Sure, name it.
When you take your lunch, you go downstairs, would you stop by the florist, and buy something nice that you can send to Dixie? Take as much time as you want.
It'll only take a minute. Does she like roses?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I know just the thing.
Listen, if you're going to be with us here at Orsini...
well, I'm certainly hoping to stay.
Yeah, well, I hope you will, too. But the thing is, if you are, you should know that Dixie and I, we tend to, well, fight sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, nothing serious. I mean, there's just a lot of fuss and feathers, but no real damage.
Just verbal gymnastics.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, for instance, I don't know what happened or what was said. I mean, I can't really remember right now, but no matter what went down, one thing I know for sure, this wedding is definitely going ahead. Thank you.
Well, so watch where he goes, crazy woman!
Are you okay? Are you sure? Are you sure you're all right?
You saved my life.